founded the Prince Albert Society 3 years ago with a group of like-minded OWs and parents who felt that they wanted to promote social mobility, and they wanted to do it through bursaries.
The aim with all of this is to make the chances for kids who otherwise wouldn't have those chances life-changing.
I think it's an incredible cause. I think it really promotes social mobility.
I think it's very important not only for the opportunity to change the lives of the children that get onto the bursary programme, but also to affect their own community at home and among their own friends, but also the community of Wellington, so that it doesn't become a sort of bubble of privilege.
Even as a teacher, you know that you are in an environment which is incredibly privileged. The opportunities here are phenomenal, and actually why shouldn't there be other pupils of other backgrounds coming into this environment and taking up those opportunities?
We've got off to a very good start, and we've established the rules of the game. We've got a good and successful group of early entrants into the school, and the programme is gaining momentum.
The fundamental point about the PAS scheme is that it is genuinely transformative.
The benefits to the pupils who are here are absolutely tangible. By meeting them and talking to them, you can see the delight that they express at being here, the opportunity they have, the opportunity they've been afforded, and they make the most of it.
It's just probably one of the greatest things that could ever happen to you. It's amazing because where I come from, it's just you go to school and then you come home and then you're just done with it, whereas here it's like a whole new community.
They do lots of different things and make everything really fun. There's never a moment that you're bored, or you kind of never feel homesick because it's always really homely.
It's very exciting being part of such a wonderful community.
Recently I had a shooting competition which they entered me in at Bisley, and I got a 92 and a 97, which is really good for a first starter, so I'm really proud of that.
I've been involved with doing my gold DV, so I hadn't done my bronze or silver, and it was really good to have the opportunity to just sort of go out and try gold DV.
I've never thought of ever trying to do shooting before. It's never been on my radar of sports to try, so I thought I'd just give it a go because it looked quite fun, but I've really enjoyed it now.
When it comes to the identification of Prince Albert Scholars, we don't have one route down which we go or one charity with whom we work.
It's not about taking the best and the brightest, it's about taking those boys and girls who will benefit the most from this program.
We're always at Wellington looking for boys and girls, whether they're Prince Albert candidates or not, who are resilient enough to cope with a busy boarding school life, who are bright enough to cope with a rigorous academic curriculum, but who are also going to throw themselves into the wider school life and make the most of every opportunity that's on offer at Wellington.
It's about finding potential, and it's about unlocking that potential.
So we now have a girl who is applying to Cambridge. She has honestly said that she probably wouldn't have pushed herself to do that if she'd remained in her last school. But Wellington has given her the impetus, I suppose, and the support.
It's just sort of made me realise that I'm capable of greater things in a way.
I think that having them come here and have an experience where they're exposed to a really exciting and positive education environment will have a lasting impression on them.
There's this huge emphasis on your own interests and the ability to explore that.
And one of my roles on the board is to try and help that pastoral care side, so that I'm here to speak to new mums, speak to new students, to see if they need extra support, some just information, whether it's the language within the school, the day-to-day running of the exeats or the sports fixtures or the musical evenings, just to try and sort of demystify the boarding experience. Because I feel that it's not only about selecting the children who have the best chance of success, but it's also about making sure that once they're here, right from day one, both the parents feel comfortable and the children feel comfortable.
So there are so many different levels of support and different kind of takes on the school experience that it's very difficult to feel under-supported, in my opinion.
I've been overwhelmed by the support that I've had from, up until now, only a very small group of donors. We're about to cast a much wider net now,
and I think that this program will only grow and grow.
The longer term ambition is to have a substantial portion of the school essentially able to come on a needs blind basis.
So that it will be the norm that within every year group there are a number of Prince Albert scholars who can take the benefit of a Wellington education.
You're not just making a difference for 5 years, you are actually making a difference for the next 25, 50 years, because of course it's generational, and those opportunities and experiences that you're giving an individual now will carry them through their lives and into the values that they think are important, and which they carry through to their own children and even perhaps their grandchildren. So it really is a legacy gift. You are talking about changing and transforming lives, a lot of lives, we hope, going forward.
So I think there is a great momentum for this program to grow and to continue to become better and better as the years go on.